It's the Next Level Contractor Podcast.
Yeah, I'm talking about Mountain Dews, baby.
And we're doing it every Monday at 7 a.m. in 30 minutes or less with no bullshit.
Eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
We're helping small businesses and construction companies be more profitable with better leads and better systems.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
And today we're talking about how the tools won't do marketing for you. So we have different clients, all different sizes of business. A lot of times they're 10 to 50 people. They're growth-oriented businesses. And I see people fall into this trap a lot, which is they buy expensive software and they think that that means that they're doing marketing. And expensive software won't do the work for you. I'm going to talk to you about a couple common traps that people get in with software. The first one is landing page builders. So I love the things that landing page builders exemplify. Some of them allow you to roll out landing pages very quickly. They have a prominent call to action. They really nudge you in the direction of including things like trust factors and ways to decrease friction, and they help you do upsells, and they help you do all these different things that are good principles for a landing page. I'm talking about like ClickFunnels, Unbounce, lead pages, those types of different builders, and they nudge you in the direction of a lot of best practices, but the problem is people get locked down in this software and they're not building equity in their website for the long term, because a lot of times they're on subdomains, which is not ideal for SEO, and they're essentially splitting the effort and you're not building on a firm foundation. So these are great little tools to test things for like PPC ads and things like that, but you want to build on a site where the structure is organized and where it's all on one domain, not on different subdomains on your website. Now, I know some of these tools allow you to build landing pages directly on the main domain, and if that's the case, I don't have a problem with it. But these types of landing page builders essentially negate the whole point, which is you want to create systems that allow you to create powerful, rhythmic, regular landing pages on your main website. And yes, there are some advantages to these tools for PPC, but I just don't want you to get stuck there. And I also want you to know that essentially just because this landing page builder allows you to do these things a little bit more quickly or things like that, they're not going to do the work for you either. And you really do have to think about the principles of effective and persuasive web design for your business. The second set of tools that I think some people get essentially wooed by are things like Salesforce and HubSpot. So the problem with these tools, in my experience, is that people get them too early in some cases. I think that the line is about 15 leads a month. If you have less than 15 leads a month, I don't think you should be on an expensive CRM like HubSpot or Salesforce. Now, I know that there's free versions, but those free versions don't do much, and then they upsell you, they upsell you, they upsell you. And what I don't like about it is essentially people's budget gets essentially taken by these expensive software systems that aren't doing the work for them. They need to actually spend resources and money and time on things like content marketing, on things like the actual ads on Facebook or Google, the things that actually get leads. I want you to spend money on the things that actually get leads, not spend money on sorting those leads when you have less than 15. So once you have more than 15, sure, I believe that you should get a cheap and a cost-effective system for sorting and maybe doing autoresponders and things like that with your leads. MailChimp does autoresponders and drip campaigns very easily, and it's not very expensive at all. There's a lot of things that you can do to kind of patchwork in some solutions without spending thousands of dollars a month, or I just don't like the idea of people spending $30,000 a month or $30,000 a year on software that doesn't do real marketing for you. You still have to wield these tools at the end of the day. You still have to set up the drip campaigns. You still have to essentially do content marketing or have your team do content marketing. You still need to set up ads and make sure that those ads correspond with the same messages as the landing pages. So the point that I'm getting at is, don't think the software will do marketing for you. It's just not the case. It gets people confused, and they spend too much money on software when they should probably, a lot of small businesses at least, in that growth stage from 10 to 50 people, should spend more time and effort and money on the people and the actual effort and the ads that get people to your website, that get the leads, not just sitting around sorting them. Once again, the two segments of software I think people make a mistake of spending too much money on is that that landing page builder thing, when I think you should be building them on your site and create systems on your main website for this, especially things like ClickFunnels, where it's like not even sending people to your main website. And then that other side where it's essentially sorting leads and trying to do automation and things like that before you have enough leads. So those are two giant mistakes I see people making in their marketing. And I hope that you have gotten something of value out of this podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching if you watched it. And join me next week for the Next Level Contractor Podcast. Every Monday, 7 a.m., 30 minutes or less with no bullshit. Helping small businesses and construction companies be more profitable with better leads and better systems. Rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. And hookagency.com, Hook Agency all over social. All right, thanks guys, bye.